Good morning everybody, it's me, Miss Newman, and today I'm going to be reading you a story. So I hope you're all sitting comfortably, get yourself in a comfy position, maybe a blanket, so you're ready to listen to my story. And my story is called The Incredible Hotel. Should we have a look, see what happens in it? So here's the picture. Do you think that might be the hotel? Let's see. If you ever go to the grand city of Delaunay, take a left at the Duchess's Palace and cross the Bridge of Spires, and there you will find the Incredible Hotel. Can you see that? It says hotel. You couldn't ask for a more wonderful place to stay. Everything runs like clockwork. Every morning at 5 a.m, Stephen, the kitchen porter, brews the coffee, which wakes the chef, who makes the breakfast, to give to the butler. Good morning, Mr. Starch. This is your 6 a.m. wake-up call. To take to the hotel manager, who still is asleep. And every night at 11 p.m, as the hotel manager takes his bath, and the chef eats her dinner, perfectly seasoned as usual, Stephen does the washing up and dreams of making cakes. But kitchen porters aren't allowed to make cakes. Only chefs can do that. Instead, they fetch and carry, and mop and chop, and say, "Yes, chef," even when they want to say no. And they imagine exciting things happening, but nothing exciting ever happened to Stephen. Poor Stephen. One winter morning, before the guests were awake, Mr. Starch called a meeting in the drawing room, which is a fancy word. It means kind of like a sitting room, but we wouldn't really have them now. "The Incredible Hotel is 100 years old this year," he said. "And next week we will hold a grand ball to celebrate. The guest of honour will be the Duchess of Delaunay herself." Everyone gasped. Can you gasp? The Duchess of Delaunay was extremely royal, extremely picky, and extremely good at shutting down hotels. Oh dear. "As you all know," said Mr. Starch, "the Duchess is partial to profiteroles. Chef Sagat, I would like you to create a profiterole tower for her. The tallest, creamiest, most profiterole tower in history." Chef Sagat bowed low and said, "I will get to work at once." All week long the bakers baked and the waiters waited for the day of the ball. In the great kitchen, Chef Sagat practised her profiterole tower. Stephen whipped the cream and made coffee after coffee to keep her awake. "Maybe if you used caramel to stick it together," suggested Stephen. "Don't tell me what to do," scoffed Chef Sagat. "You're just a kitchen porter." In a very small voice, Stephen said, "I'd like to be a chef one day. I've been practising at home." Chef Sagat laughed a horrible laugh. "Ha ha ha ha! A chef? You? Ha! You can't even make a decent cup of coffee. Get out of my kitchen and don't come back." No. So that evening, as the bellhop ironed her uniform and the manager made sure every key was positioned just so, and the busboy polished every button in his lift, Stephen crept quietly away from the Incredible Hotel. That night he made a decent cup of coffee to prove that he could, and the tallest, creamiest, most profiterole tower in history. But he didn't have the heart to eat it. No. On the morning of the ball, Without Stephen, things did not run like clockwork at the incredible hotel. No one brewed the coffee to wake the chef. So she didn't make the breakfast to give to the butler to take to the hotel manager. And no one took the bread from the oven or noticed the fire that had started in the kitchen until ding, 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 ding. My kitchen, wailed the chef as the firefighters fought the flames. My recipe book, my profiterole tower. Hey, Stephen, there isn't a moment to lose. But Stephen wasn't there. Upstairs in the Great Hall, the guests were beginning to arrive. Your Highness, said Mr. Starch, I'm afraid we aren't quite ready for the ball. Can I give you a grand tour of the grounds? The hedges are very handsome at this time of year. The hedges? Huffed the Duchess. I was promised dancing. I was promised a profiterole tower, and I don't like to be kept waiting. Before Mr. Starch could stop her, she marched into the grand ballroom. The Duchess turned pink, then red, then an alarming shade of purple. Your hotel isn't incredible, it's terrible, she shrieked. I am never coming here again, and I'll make sure no one else does either. Just wait till the newspapers hear about this. She stormed to the door with her nose in the air. But then she stopped and she sniffed. She could smell something creamy, something chocolatey, something truly incredible. Can you guess who do you think it is that's made this smell? Or what do you think it might be? Did you guess? Shall I show you? Look at that. The profiterole tower. You're back, cried Mr. Starch. I saw the fire and I wanted to help, said Stephen. Chef Sagat said nothing at all. I wonder why. Why do you think she said nothing at all? The Duchess broke off a piece of the profiterole tower. She took a bite. She closed her eyes. And then she smiled her extremely royal smile. Can you smell an extremely royal smile? This is delicious. Sublime. It's the most profiterole tower in history, she said. Did you make this incredible concoction? What is your name? Stephen was about to speak, but before he could, Mr. Starch stepped forward. Your Highness, he said, I am proud to present Stephen, our kitchen porter. But Chef Sagat said, no! He's not our kitchen porter anymore. Oh dear. He's our pastry chef. That is, if he would like to be. Chef Sagat turned to Stephen. Forgive me for being so rude. I should never have sent you away. What do you say? Would you like the job? And Stephen said, yes, please. While the Duchess was enjoying her dessert, Chef Sagat and Stephen went down to the kitchen and cooked up pies and stews and soups and puddings. Everyone ate a back-to-front feast until they were almost too full to dance. But not quite. At the end of the night, Chef Sagat gave Stephen a chef's hat of his very own, and he felt as tall as the profiterole tower. So if you ever visit the incredible hotel, turn right at the manager's office and take the lift to the great kitchen. That's where you'll find Stephen. He whips up soufflés and bakes bread and fills his famous profiteroles with cream. And he still brews the coffee every single morning. Now, isn't that a lovely story? And it shows if you work really hard at something, maybe you'll get what you want in the end. So I hope you enjoyed that story. and I hope you look forward to hearing what story comes tomorrow.